Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about our first property of exponent, which is multiplying powers with the same base. So what you're going to do in easiest terms possible is you will keep the base and you will add the exponents, okay? So let me give you an example. If I were to take x to the third times x squared, okay? So I am multiplying with the same base. The base has to both be x. If my problem looked like this, I could not use this property as I don't have the same base. This is an x and this is a y. So understand that this property only works if we are multiplying with the same base. Now that we know we can't do it with that one, we're back to here. So how you get this answer, you're going to keep the base for the answer. So the base is x for both of these, so the base will be x in my answer. And then I'm going to add the exponents, 3 plus 2. So that is x to the fifth. So x to the third times x squared is x to the fifth. Now, this is why it works, okay? Let's go back to our definition of what does it mean to take something to the third power. It means I'm going to take my base and I'm going to multiply it by itself 3 times. So x to the third becomes x times x times x, okay? X squared becomes x times x. You're multiplying it twice. We are multiplying this by this. We're dropping that multiplication sign. You can see that when that's written out, what we are actually doing is multiplying x 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's why this property works. We get x to the fifth both ways. So if you were taking the test, excuse me, and this was a test question, if you honestly forgot that you're supposed to add the exponents, you could always write this out as repeated multiplication and you will see that we are multiplying x 5 times, okay? So if we try another one, y to the fourth times y squared, keep the base, add the exponents. 4 plus 2 is 6. Pretty easy. So that's y to the sixth power. Now let's try one that has more than just one power. So if I have 4x to the third times 2x to the ninth, okay? Now you may be wondering, well, what do I do with the 4 and 2? Remember, this is just multiplication. That means 4 times x to the third, and that means 2 times x to the ninth. And with multiplication, we can rewrite all we want. So I can rewrite this is multiplying 4 things, as 4 times 2 times x to the third times x to the ninth. 4 times 2 is 8. I'm just multiplying 4 times 2. Not everything is a property. Okay, this is where the property comes in. Here I'm going to keep the base and add the exponents. So my final answer is 8x to the 12th. Okay? If I were to have 2x squared y to the third times 4x to the fourth times 3y to the eighth. Okay, so again, this looks more difficult, but really it's not. This is multiplication, that's multiplication, that's multiplication, and that's multiplication. So now if I rewrite it, I'm going to put all my coefficients together. 2 times 4 times 3. Then I can put my x's together, x squared and x to the fourth, and then I can put my y's together. Okay, 2 times 4 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. Keep the base, add the exponents with the x, and I get x to the sixth. Keep the base, add the exponents with the y, and I get y to the 11th. So I just kind of split it up and do each piece. My final answer being 24x to the sixth, y to the 11th power. And that's how you do that.